We are live. What's happening, people? Give you guys a couple minutes to cycle on in here. Am I lagging? Nope, I'm not. Okay. All right. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Friday afternoon, even though it's not that beautiful, but it's not too bad right now in Cortland, wherever you guys may be joining in from. Hope it's good there as well. All right. Get my handy dandy timer out real quick. All right, so I'm going to get started with my spiel so we got some time for the workout. So as always, thank you for joining. My name's Adam Fox. I'm 1/3 of Connect Community Health Support, along with my two partners, Seth Spicer and Jacob Carroll. We are here offering you free virtual bodyweight exercise training 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Seth takes the reins 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. Jacob goes from 12 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and yours truly goes from 5:30 to 6:30. Like I said, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is day 12 of week 4. This is the last day of this week. So next week, this is the deload week right now. Next week is going to be a little bit more intense. So we kind of lowered the intensity for you this week. Next week, going to have some nice fun for you. Nice little surprise for all you guys joining in right now. So one real quick reminder that this is the last day that these videos are in support of the One Love in the Yards for Yeardley Movement Challenge. Remember, that is a SUNY Cortland hosted movement challenge. That the whole goal of it is to raise awareness, prevent relationship violence and domestic abuse. And then they also pair up with One Love, who is a great program. Sorry, I'm stumbling all over my words right now. Great program that educates young people about healthy and unhealthy relationships and gives them the tools and the knowledge to empower them to identify and avoid abuse and learn how to love better. So the link is for the One Love is in our description down below. And remember, if you share your if you share your movement video or this video with the link and the hashtag #MoveToLove, you will help the cause. And if you send us a message on our Instagram, Facebook, or Gmail at connectedchs30@gmail.com, saying that you either followed along with this exercise, this routine, or you went out and covered your own yards, such as walking, running, biking, swimming, all that good stuff. We'll give you a shout out on Monday's session. So we'll make sure we get all those people that did do something today, still give you that recognition on Friday. Remember, all of this is in the name of One Love and Yards for Yeardley. All right, so let's get back to the normally scheduled program. So remember, we do this free of cost because we really want to help eliminate all those barriers to exercise. It's a huge thing. All three of us, when we first made this, we're like, hey, what is the biggest thing that stops people from working out? Not having access to a gym, not having money to go to the gym, or just not liking a gym, being apprehensive, not liking the stigmas. Because personally, I don't even like the stigmas of gyms. I hate the big, bulky dudes, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So we want to be your outlet for movement, whether you're a beginner or you're someone who considers themselves a little bit more of an expertise in movement, an expert, whatever you want to call it. This can be a great active recovery for those of you who do already have a workout routine, or this can be a beginning introductory level for those who have not really done a lot of movement or exercise. So we want to be there for you on either end. Want to really help you get to the best version of you, because we really do believe that best version and the health and fitness should be accessible for everyone, not just those with the money or the home gyms or the access to a gym. So if you guys want to find out any more about us, please go find us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and Twitter at ConnectedCHS. So as always, before we get started, if you guys are first joining on today, make sure if you have any knee issues, shoulder issues, heart issues, blood pressure issues, anything like that, you go talk to your physician or your doctor, whoever that may be, first, to make sure that everything's A-okay before you get started in a workout program, which was what you should always do if you have any questions. But remember, just trying to make sure that you guys are healthy and safe before we make you healthier. So all we're gonna need for today, nice 8x8 space like usual around here, just enough to throw the arms and legs around a little bit in a nice controlled fashion. So all these exercises are modifiable. As always, if you guys have any questions about how to make it harder or easier and I'm not answering it, hit them in the chat. I'm gonna try my hardest to address all of those without you guys answering. I'm gonna try to read your minds a little bit. So you gotta also remember that a burn is good and pain is bad. So if you get any pain, cut it, throw it, stop the exercise, cut it off like a bad ex-girlfriend. 30-minute workout today, 3-minute cool down, 3-minute warm up, 8 exercises. We're going through all 8 in a row and then restarting 3 times. The work to rest ratio, like I said, we dropped it down from last week. It is 30-30. Next week, we are going to go up in the work and down in the rest. It's going to be a minute 30 total between the work and rest. So it's going to be a little bit different, but you guys are going to have to stick around and find out for that. It's a little bit of a surprise for you. So without further ado, let's get started. Very first thing we're going to do here is the open and close gait, just like so. So we're going to bring that hip up, bring it back down, bring the hip up, bring it back down. Do those for about 5 to 7 on each side. If you feel any popping and crunching, as long as it's not painful, that is okay. You're just warming the hips up a little bit. If you only go to right here, that's all right too. Your range is your range. You're only improving upon yourself, not anyone else. You don't got to think about anybody else when you're doing this. Don't try to compete with nobody unless you got a brother or sister next to you. Then maybe, but that's understandable. Right, so a couple more on this side. Remember, always, if you have anything near you, you need some stability, go ahead and grab onto it. Don't want you guys falling doing these. Moving on to the next one. You're doing the leg swings like so. Just getting that hip nice and warmed up. And see, if you only have this much range, before you start to lean a little bit forward like I just was, or lean backwards, or start to hike at the hip, and that's okay. So we only just need a little bit of range of motion if you have it, whatever works best for you. And we're going to switch sides. Oh, is that my boy? Snug, is that you? I can't tell. I'm blind as a bat. Bats aren't blind. I know. That's an inside joke between me and one of my old bosses. I apologize for that horrible joke. All right, next thing we're doing. Yeah, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? Next thing we're doing. You came at the perfect time. We just got started with the warm-up. So, T-spine rotations from here. Following that hand with your eye, just like so. Doing about 5 to 7 on each side. And then if these are getting a little too easy for you, man, you can also go from the ground like this, and you're going to reach the sky, and then come back down. Come through the arm, reach the sky, following that hand with your eye still. So coming up, follow that hand with the eye, and come back. Whichever one works better for you guys. So next one we got are the neck circles. Roll the neck out, just like so. Remember, you don't want to crank on the range of motion. If it's starting to hurt, if it's feeling like there's a tight spot, just go nice and slow through it. Don't want to overdo it by any means. All right, now we're going to do some left to right. So find a spot on each side. Look to the left, look to the right, look to the left, look to the right, just like so. Nothing too crazy. Just find that spot on the wall and look towards it. Now, same thing up and down. Find a spot on the ground, find a spot on the ceiling. Just go back and forth. Like I always say, let your brain coordinate the movement with a goal. So the goal of this is look at the ground, look back up. Don't think about controlling those muscles. Your body will do it for you. All right, next one we got the arm circles. So you can do big guys just like this. Remember, little ones. Sorry, that's big. Little ones like so. Go counterclockwise, clockwise. I really want to get you guys. I know a lot of people are sitting at a desk all day. Even if you're not sitting at a desk all day, there is a massive amount of people who are hunched over, myself included sometimes. So we just want to kind of get that stiff back, loosened up a little bit, get you ready for these movements that we got today for you. Do a couple more here. And then I'm going to explain the first work. I almost said next. I'm already getting ahead of myself. All right. Got 20 more seconds. Keep going, guys. So back to picking the foam roller up and putting it down. So get a nice firm base like this. Start off pushing your hands into your knees to get that nice lower back alignment like so. And then from this, you just reach down, pick it up, and put it back down. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So pick it up, put it back down. And if these you feel you're just not getting enough out of them, you feel like maybe your back is hunching like that, we can go to the ground like so. Armpits in line with your knees, and pushing through your heels and the pads of your toes, just like so. Coming up to about right here, and then coming back down. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Hey, let me know if you can see me when I'm on the ground. I can't tell with my camera angle, so just let me know, Snug. I want to make sure you can see everything that I'm doing. So, on to the next one, doing the snow angels. Now, remember, you can do them from that same position where you're bending over to the ground. Now, all you're doing is touching the hands overhead, like so. And remember, if those are a little too easy still, we can do it from the ground, which I will demonstrate in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bring the hands up, bring them back down. Touch the thumbs together, bring them to the butt or the thigh. Whole goal of this, I want you guys to think about, is just touching the thigh, touching the thigh, touching the thumbs, touching the thigh, touching the thumbs. Make a little dance or rhyme out of it if you want. Whatever works best for you guys. And we are stopping this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job sticking with me here. Good job, good job. All right. Next one we got one of the fan favorites here. Get them big boulder shoulders. Doing the lateral raises like so. We still got some time here, so the biggest thing we want to emphasize on, if you need some resistance, go ahead and grab it. Make sure you're not bending the wrist down like this when you're doing it. So starting with your hands like this in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Yeah, of course. Thank you. That's what I want to make sure you could still see me. So how is this on the ground? That look better? Yeah, perfect. I think that does. So still doing the lateral raises here. Make sure I'm not chopping my head off now, but bringing them up. We got 5 seconds here, guys. Stick with me. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job, good job. All right. Next one we got. Yeah, perfect. Next one we got, doing the toe touches. So the beginner movement, if you don't feel comfortable on a single leg stability, dynamic movement, like the next one, we're going to go touching the toe, touching the toe, touching the toe. Same thing like we're reaching over, but it's now we're just touching the toes on the opposite side. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So touch the toe. And if this is a little bit too easy, same wide stance, touch the toes, touch the toes, touch the toes. Pick that fungus out of your toes if you got any, or if you're wearing socks, which, you know, that's okay too. But remember, if you can't get all the way up like that, let's just touch the shins and come back down. Touch the shins just like that, or all the way up to the toes, like so. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, good job. Whew, it's going to be a good one today. I already feel it. All right, on to the squats. So remember, you can do the quarter squats if you want. Work within your range of motion. So if you only feel comfortable getting down to here, that's totally all right. We'll get you to the full squat. So we're going to come down quarter, or come down half, or come down all the way, depending on what works best for you. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, just pretend as if there's a chair behind you, an invisible chair. All you're doing is sitting down and standing back up. Even if you can only sit down a quarter of the way, you're still sitting down and standing back up. You don't got to overcomplicate it. We like to do that as a society. We like to make things way more complicated than they have to be. All a squat is sitting down in a chair, standing back up. We've been doing it since we were little kids, but we put a fancy name on it called a squat, and now it's different. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good. There we go. I'm bringing some energy today. I hope you're ready for it, Snug. All right, next one we got is the wall pushes. So remember, the farther the feet are apart, or away from the wall, the harder it's going to be, the closer, the easier. Make sure you're pressing away from that wall, holding that press away as you're coming down, and then pushing away. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So same thing with this. If you're doing it from the knees, I want a nice slow 1, 2, 3, and then push back up. And then 1, 2, 3, and then push back up. You see how I kind of joggled a little bit right there? You kind of just wiggled? That's finding a good position. That's totally all right. You guys can do that too. Try to find the best position. Change your hand positioning a little bit if you need to. So you're coming down, nice and controlled, pushing up. We got 5 seconds here, guys. Get a couple more with me. 3, 2, 1, and done. There we go. Good job, baby. All right, next one we got the ITYs. So remember, ITYs, exactly what it sounds like. You're making I's and then Y's and then T's and then T's and then Y's and then I's. And we can also do this in the bent over position, just like we're picking something up off the ground, but now T, Y, I. Start with that in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So T, Y, I, Y, T. And then I know I've said it, if I've said it once, I've probably said it 3 million times. But if you say out loud in a rhythm, T's, Y's, I's, your brain will coordinate around that rhythm because your brain really likes rhythm. So that'll help you kind of solidify this pattern so it's not as hard in the future. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. See, I even messed up at the end right there. When I started talking too much and not doing the rhythm, I started doing I's 3 times in a row. So perfect example of your brain coordinating around a goal. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here. Just getting done with the first set. So now we're going to do knee raises or inchworms. So I'm going to show you the inchworm starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So come down. I want you to bend the knees, put your hands on the ground, and then walk out a little bit, only to the point where you're comfortable, so you don't have to do full extension like this. Come to right here, and then walk it back up. And if you're not comfortable doing that, bring it to the knee, bring it to the knee, hold it, bring it to the knee, hold it like that. One of two, whichever one works better for you guys. Sorry, man. I'm gonna have to pass on that, buddy. I'm sorry. My girlfriend wouldn't be very happy about that. And you guys are done with that workout. My apologies. My apologies. So next one we're moving on to is back to the reaching to the ground, just like so. So reach to the ground, pick it up, and we still got another 10 seconds on there on the rest. Remember, all we're doing is picking something up. Don't got to make it more complicated than that. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bend down, pick it up, bend back up, and pick it up. Pick it up, put it down. Pick it up, put it down. And remember, a good way to align the lower back, hands on the hips, push into the knees. Look at that. Look how nice and straight that is. Now what we're doing is picking this up. Give your body that reference point of what neutral is by doing the hands to the knees, and then come back down. Stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. All right, next one we're moving on to is the snow angels. So remember, the ideal, what we're trying to get you guys to as far as progression goes, trying to get you onto the floor, doing them like so, but it's okay if you can't get there yet, if you're not comfortable getting down to the floor. We totally understand. So that's why we program the ones just like you're bending over, we're bringing the arms overhead like this. And we're starting with those in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So bring them overhead, bring them back, just like so. Don't gotta make it too complicated. Remember, touch the thighs / the buns, and then touch the fingers or the thumbs, just like so. Or if these are too easy, you can always come to the ground and do them like this. Same thing, touch the thighs, touch the thumbs. Coordinate around a goal. Your brain loves goals. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. All right. Cutting my head off a little bit, I think. Whoopsies. So, next one we got, lateral raises. Remember, like I said, we want to grab some resistance. I'd love to grab some resistance, but I'm going to blow my shoulder out trying to do 20s on each side. Because form is important. Your own form is important. Don't try to compete with anybody else. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Bring them up and back down, just like that. You see how I can bring my arms all the way up here, but I've been doing these for a good period of time now. So if you guys can only get them to right here, that's totally fine. Don't beat yourself up. We'll get you all the way up here. Because if you're coming up here and you're arching the back and the shoulders are cranking out or in like that, it's not good. It's compensating. We want natural movement, not forced movement. So just bring them up, bring them back down. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job, guys. All right, next one we got, we're going back to the toe touches. So remember, nice stable stance like this. So if I came over and pushed you, you're not going to fall. You may move a little bit, but you're not going to fall. So from this position, touching the pinky toe, touching the pinky toe, touching the pinky toe, just like that. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can also do them like this. So same thing, I want you to think, all right, I'm touching my pinky toe. Touch the pinky toe, touch the pinky toe. Or touch the shin, the outside of the shin, outside of the shin. What we're trying to get you to do here is twist a little bit, get some good single leg stability, like so. If you want, damn, my head's getting cut off again. If you want, you can hold it for a second at the top if you can, and then come back down, just like so. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and good job. There we go, guys. I'm gonna push my camera back just a little bit so I stop being the headless horseman here. The headless foxman, whatever it may be. I don't know. I'm not that funny. Thank you for sticking with me, though. All right, moving on to the next one. Back to the squats. What is a squat? Sitting down and standing up. I know you're saying it behind the screen, even though I can't hear you. That's totally fine. Remember, work inside your range of motion. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So if you can only come down this far until you start to feel a little wobbly, totally fine. Or if you feel right here is as far as you can go, totally fine. Or if you want a big full depth squat, if you feel like you're up to it, come all the way down and come back up. And if that's still too a little easy, come down, jump up, land softly, and then repeat. Coming down here. Got about another 10 seconds, or not 10 seconds. I can't read. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. And good job. There we go. There we go. All right. Next one we got is back to the pressing pattern. It's a really good fundamental movement pattern. It's very transferable. Anytime we're reaching for something or pressing, opening something, closing something, we need to be able to extend those arms safely in a nice, safe, efficient manner that's not going to hurt you. So we're going to go down to the ground here, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So remember, hands just about even with your chest. 1, 2, 3 on the way down, push up. Keeping that nice straight line from the hips to the armpits, just like with the bridge. Coming back up. 1, 2, 3. Coming back up. And if that's a little too easy, but the actual push-up with the leg extended is a little bit too hard, let's just try holding 1, 2, 3, and then resetting. Like so. Stopping right now. Good job, good job. I'll explain that a little bit better the next time, but basically you're doing the full push-up position with the legs fully extended, coming down nice and slow for 3 seconds, dropping your body and then going to your knees to push yourself back up. So you're still doing the push-up, but you're doing the lowering phase. That's where a lot of the muscle growth and stability comes from. So you need that phase to be able to do the pushing part. So good job, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Moving on to the ITYs here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So T, Y, I, Y, T, just like that. So T, Y, I'll give you guys a front view too. So T, Y, I, Y, T, T, Y, I, Y, T, just like that. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whew, there we go, guys. Good job. Last one of this set. So remember, if you're feeling like you're stable in this position down towards the ground, then go ahead and try the inchworm. Remember, all the inchworm, hands on the ground, knees bent and feet bent a little bit. You're gonna walk it out like so, and then walk it back, just like that. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So walk it out to however far you feel comfortable walking out to, and then walk it back in like so. And if you don't feel comfortable doing those, that's A-okay. You're gonna bring the knee up, bring the knee up, bring the knee up, hold it for a second. And if that's still a little bit too easy, you do a little bit faster, but you do not have to do this. You do not have to do the jumping ones. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job. Good job. Am I cutting my head off? I can't tell. That's all right. I'm blind. I need glasses, honestly. I think I've been being told that by my mom, my girlfriend for the past 4 years. But hey, allegedly, who's to say that I need glasses? Definitely not the doctors that have told me multiple times. All right, on to the next one. Remember, doing the reach from the ground, picking it up, putting it down, or the bridge, which I'll be demonstrating in 2, 1, and let's go from the ground. So, armpits in line with the hips, pressing up through the feet, not arching like this or curving like that. And push up like so, just like that. Nothing too crazy. Hold it for a second at the top if you want, then come back down, just like so. Get a good burn in. Stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. There we go. All right. We are cruising through this today. That's what I like, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Getting some good, getting the heart rate up, blood pumping, making you feel good, getting all those happy chemicals released in your brain. I know you guys are loving it behind that screen, even though I can't hear you applauding and cheering everybody on, which I know you are. So, starting with the snow angels here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, if you don't feel comfortable getting to the ground, we're just going to do them like this. We will get you to the point where you're comfortable with getting to the ground. That's part of what the inchworm is. So we're trying to get you comfortable with allowing your center of mass to be closer to the ground instead of standing up. So remember, we can do this on the ground like so. Touch the thumbs together and then touch the thighs. Thumbs to thighs. Thumbs, thighs. Just like so. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost through the workout. We got 6 more and then a cool down, and we are done. Unless you want to come back for a double session, burn double the calories with me, burn double the fat, and have a great time with yours truly, Adam Fox, as if you didn't catch me on the introduction, but that's okay. All right, next one we're doing are the toe touches, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So touch the toe, reach out to that toe and touch it. If you can get to the pads of your feet, go ahead. If not, totally fine. Just touch the shin, like so. Doesn't have to be anything too intense unless you want it to be. And remember, you can do it like this. All we're trying to do is get some good core activation in there and some good single leg stability if you're doing them this way. Stopping with these in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. We are halfway through. Well, halfway through the last set, I should say. Next one we got. Oh, I missed the lateral raises, didn't I? I did miss the lateral raises. Okay, no worries. Now we're going to do lateral raises. Then we're going to bring it back and do the squats. So grab some resistance, grab a dog, grab a puppy, grab a TV. Hell, I don't know. Whatever you guys got for resistance behind those screens. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Bring it up and back down. And remember, you don't got to bring them all the way up here. Even I'm arching my back a little bit and having a little compensation. Bring it up to whatever feels the best for you, and make sure that you're not arching that lower back or compensating with your shoulders. Keeping those wrists nice and strong, not broken like that. Shout out to my old tennis coach who would always talk about having strong wrists. He was right before he even knew it. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Shout out Coach Sprague. Thank you very much for teaching me. Never break the wrists. All right, now we're moving on to the squat because I messed that up. So, as always, I'm not even going to ask it because you know you don't have to do anything besides sit down in a chair. That's all a squat is. Anatomically, the same exact thing. So, from here, feet, find a good stance. Maybe your stance is out here, maybe it's in here. Whatever works best for you. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, I know you guys see me using my arms like this. I'm controlling my center of mass. You can keep the arms out in front. You can hold them. You can hold your chest like this. You can hold them out like this. Really, whatever feels the best for you guys. That's all this is about. And remember, if you want to go real savage, you do the jump squats like so. Stopping this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. 2 more. No, 3 more. I really cannot count today, but that's okay. That's why I go to school for exercise science, not math. All right. This one, doing the wall press again, or floor press. Remember, pretend like someone's about to stab you with a knife in the chest. You want to push your body away from the wall and then come down with that chest away from the wall and push back up. Starting here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Same thing. Press the chest away, come down, and push away. Come down, push away, just like so. Come down, push away. And remember, we can do 1, 2, 3. Get on your knees, press up. 1, 2, 3. From the knees, press up. Got 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. Almost there. Stick with me. Only got 2 more exercises, and then on to the cool down. I don't know if you can hear my heartbeat or not, but I feel like it's coming through my ears. So take a quick drink here. Am I cutting my head off? I really can't tell. I'm going to start trying to stay back here as far as possible. So next one, we got the ITY starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So T, Y, I. Remember, just say it out loud to get that pattern really stuck in your brain. T, Y. You made a little song out of it if you want. I'm going to spare you hearing me sing because it's not pretty, I promise. Want to hear some good singing? Go listen to my mom. My mom sings. She's a pastor and sings choir. She's got a beautiful voice. Go check her out at the Amsterdam United Methodist Church on Facebook. And we are done with the ITYs. There we go. All right. Next one we got. Last exercise of the set, baby. What do we got? Inchworms. You're right. I heard you. So from here, remember, come down to the ground in a nice bent over position. It's okay if your back's arching a little bit. As long as you're not going like this, it's okay. We're going to walk it out. We're starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So walk it out as far as comfortable for you, and then walk it back in like so. Remember, you can go all the way to where you're in a nice big bridge like this, and then walk it back, but only if you think you're able to do that without falling, because we want safety first, guys. Remember, if that's too hard, knees to hands, hold for a second, stop it in 3, 2, 1, and bam. Look at that. Session 1 in the books. Bada bing, bada boom. Pat on the back, give yourself a big hug. Oh, wait, that's the cool down. So, big hug like this. Take a drink real quick, guys. I know I was just kind of running through those really quick. So take a drink, a couple more seconds till we start the cool down. And for the cool down, doing the arm slaps like so. Just giving yourself a nice pat on the back. And then we're going to hold here. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Remember, during this cool down, I want you guys to be breathing like that for the entire cool down. I can't because I still haven't found a way to breathe through my nose and exhale through my mouth while talking. So you guys, I'm going to trust that you guys are doing that behind those screens. So do a couple more of these. Keep on that breathing. Big in through the nose, bigger out through the mouth. And then we're going to move on to the kicks. So today's a perfect example. If you could see in Cortland, it is really rainy, not a great day, bunch of puddles, and I just stepped in a puddle, and now I got to shake my leg off. Got to get all the water off the leg. Remember, you can do these out to the side like so, out to the side like so, or you can do the leg swings like so. If you like this movement better, you think this cools you down more, you go ahead and use that. And you see how cool that is. I wasn't even realizing my arm was swinging with my foot. Your body likes to work in opposite fashions. That's why ever think about it, baseball throwers, soccer players, even quarterbacks, they all throw opposite sides, so opposite arm to opposite leg. Sorry, that was a little tangent. Didn't mean to catch you guys up with that. But so now I think I was just doing that side. Whoopsies. So now same thing, other side. Let's get some nice light hip range of motion in there. No, I was just doing that side. Whoopsies. Sorry, I'm a little talkative today, guys. I got some good energy in my skin. I woke up on the right side of the bed, even though I get out of the left side, but that's okay. Nice big swing, or little swings like so. Perfect. All right, now for the most important part of the cool down, making sure that you're breathing nice and big through the nose for 2 to 4 seconds and out of the mouth for 4 to 8 seconds. The whole point of this is to get your body back into that nice, relaxed, rest and digest state. Snug, I know you heard me say this a million times. You might even be able to recite what I'm about to say. But when you're working out, you're in that heightened fight or flight state. Your body perceives all these movements and this increase in heart rate as a stressor, so it puts you in that fight or flight state, the sympathetic state. And now we want to get you out of that state because you can't really get a lot of the benefits of this workout. You don't get a full recovery without getting back into that rest and digest state. So breathing like this activates your vagus nerve, which goes into your brain and basically calms you down, puts you into the parasympathetic state where you get all of the benefits of in the recovery of this workout. So really important, guys. Make sure you're breathing here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, just like so. Do a couple more here, and then I'm going to jet. I have another session coming up here in about 10 minutes. If you guys want to stick around, I'm always more than willing to answer any of your questions, comments, and concerns on the next stream, or if you have any right now, I'm always down to talk with you, figure out any issues you might have, like movement issues or pain issues or anything like that. So I don't see anything coming in, so I'm gonna take a quick 5 here, and I'll be back out in a couple minutes. Thank you for joining in, Snug, and everyone else watching this as it is recorded on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. We really appreciate all the love and support you guys have given us during this week. So I'll be back in a jiff, guys. Catch you later.